Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Rabbi.
This week's parsha is Parshas Chukat, and in the parsha there's a story line of that there came a point that the congregation had no water, so they assembled against Moshe and Aaron. What happened? Miriam passed, and the merit of Miriam was the one that brought the blessing of the water for the Jewish people. So once she passed, the water ran out. No more Poland Spring, no more water. So they gathered, the congregation, they assembled against Moshe and Aaron and said, hey, listen, we have no water, what's going to happen? So Moshe davened to Hashem, and the water came back in the merit of Moshe Rabbeinu. So the way it worked until then was that there were three things they had. They had the water, they had the mun, and they had the clouds of glory. The water was in the schus of Miriam, the clouds of glory was in the schus of Aaron, and the manna was in the schus, in the merit of Moshe Rabbeinu. And each one represents something. Moshe Rabbeinu represents Torah, and the man represents Torah. That just like the Torah, wisdom goes into you, so too the food goes into you. Aaron represents the clouds of glory. He took care of every Jew. Every Jew, he loved every Jew, no matter what. There was a fight, he came to settle it, to convince everybody they love each other. That's outside. Everybody's equal, everybody's the same. You're not necessarily judging a person or looking at the person from the inside. You're looking from the person from the outside, all the same, all good. Well, everybody's that was Aaron, was the clouds of glory. Miriam represents giving life, because she was the one that worked during the times of the Egyptians when they decreed against the Jewish people to have children and to kill all the boys. She and her mother, they worked tirelessly to keep the Jewish people alive and to get everything going. So it's like the water that brings life to the body. So what's interesting is that Moshe Rabbeinu had his job. And what does he have to do with the water? Nevertheless, when the Jewish people were lacking water, Miriam was not there to do her job. Moshe Rabbeinu stepped up to the plate. So this is a lesson for us also. The Rebbe says this is a lesson for us, that there are some times that a situation happens that you can say, look, it's not really my job. It's not my forte. This is not my area of expertise. And let somebody else deal with it. You have all the justification why you do not have to get involved. But if somebody needs help, there is no justification. You got to jump into it and do it, even if it's not your job. And that's what Moshe Rabbeinu did. Moshe Rabbeinu got involved. Okay, Miriam's not here now. The Jewish people need this. We're going to get it done. So this is a lesson for us that we have to love each other. We have to care for each other. We have to inspire each other. We have to teach each other. And even if there's something that perhaps is not necessarily in your comfort zone or in your job description, but if you can do it, you can help somebody else. Why not? Hashem should bless us all. We should have all the blessings we need. We should have our mun. We should have our wisdom for Torah. We should have our protection, the clouds of glory. And we should have the water. We should have the vitality of life to be able to live life in its full, complete level with Torah mitzvahs. And we should be zeichet to Mashiach b'karam mamish. Amen.